In this video, we'll be going over the Users and Groups admin page and some of its features in your VALT software. Please be aware that this feature is entirely permission-based. If you don't have access to this feature and think you should, please contact your local VALT administrator. To begin, we'll first navigate to the Users and Groups tab on your admin page. The top of the page will have a list of button options to choose from: Groups, Users, Import, and Single Sign-On. Selecting any of these button options will open up the associated page regarding the button selected. First, let's add a group to the VALT software. To start, click on the plus symbol at the top right corner of the Users and Groups admin page and click Add Group. Once selected, we'll be able to add a name to our group and begin selecting group templates and permissions. The next area will determine how you link created templates to the group you're making. The types of templates are comment templates, information templates, and evaluation templates. Each template type will allow you to select a base default for the group, and you can include as many additional templates as needed in the Available section below the default. The next sections cover the permission rights for the group you are creating. These rights designate what a user can do within the software and whose videos they have access to view. The first of these sections deal with video access. The Video Access section defines what videos users within this group have access to, based on who authored the recordings. This applies to both live observation and video review. As a default, only the groups are shown. However, you can click the drop-down arrow at the end of the group name to expand this and view all users of that group as well. Once you have selected what video access you will apply to the group, we'll continue on. Now, let's focus on the rights of your new group. Each of the VALT software's main pages or actions are represented in these rights. Selecting rights will specifically determine what the new group's abilities will be in the software. Clicking the drop-down next to any of the sections will reveal all the sub-rights. Hover your mouse over any right or sub-right to view a brief description of what it allows a user to do. These rights may also be changed after the group has been created to either add or deny privileges that may have initially been overlooked. This is to ensure that the groups can change based on the evolving needs of your organization. The Rooms section of this page is used to assign access to rooms for users within the group. This applies to both live observation and video review. Clicking the drop-down will show the total amount of rooms in your system, as well as listing them below. You may select any number of rooms necessary to add to the group's viewable list. Additional video access may be granted on a per-user basis while setting up a user. Clicking on the Advanced Settings link will open a few new areas of group customization. The first section is for video retention. Video retention relates to how long any recorded video will be kept in the software. With the exception of Keep Forever, videos that have a set retention time will be deleted after the set amount of time. The general default for all video retention is set to Keep Forever, but any length of time may be set for the group. Please be aware that deleted videos cannot be recovered or replaced unless you already have a backup solution in place. The Other Settings section generally refers to the customizable views or names you can give the group. The I/O record name will be the moniker given to recordings starting with an accessory such as the Start/Stop record button. The max record duration will limit the maximum length of a recorded video to a set time. As a default, there is no duration limit set to recordings in the system. However, if you choose to set this feature up, it is recommended that your max recording duration goes slightly longer than the time of your daily operations. The search results default view options allow you to set how you view your content after it has been created. This may be set to list view or thumbnail view. The information headers may also be changed in the search results display to reflect the details you entered into your information template fields at the start of recording a video. The Announcements section allows you to add an announcement to the software homepage for viewing after a user has logged into the system. This can be anything from making sure everyone is aware of protocol and procedures in place, to letting faculty or staff know about upcoming events or holidays. The review list default period is the default number of days that are pulled up in the search query when a user within the group clicks the review button. The user can go back further to find older videos by adjusting the date range. When all aspects of the group's information have been covered, hit the Save button to add the group into the database. Now, let's focus on the Users button. After clicking the Users button, the VALT software directs us to a list of every user in the system, and we will see them listed by username, display name, and their specific groups. To make a new user in the system, click on the plus symbol in the top right corner of the page. This will open a page to add the user's name, email address for daily notification emails, main group, and enter a password for them. After selecting a main group, a secondary drop-down will appear for selecting additional groups. Using this option will grant users permissions of other groups in addition to permissions from their main group. This often helps when groups have vastly differing permissions, but a specific user needs to have access under both groups' levels. When you click on the Show Advanced Settings link, additional user settings will appear. The Single Sign-On Config option is where an IDP is selected for authenticating the user. The mobile PIN is used in conjunction with our Beam application and provides a PIN code that is associated with the user account when utilized. Control type is used to change the PTZ controller for a user as either joystick or compass controls. The card number is used with a card reader accessory and associates a specific card number with an active user in the VALT software. The Rooms section allows you to grant access to rooms in addition to what the user already has access to, based on their user group's permissions. A display name can be set so that a separate user identifier is displayed throughout the system other than the original account's name. The video access checkboxes are used to grant access to live and recorded video based on the associated author. This is in addition to what the user's group permissions already allow access to. When you are finished editing the user information, hit the Save button to add the user into the database. Finally, let's take a look at the Import button. Clicking the Import button will take you to the page associated with importing users to the VALT software. The top two sections of the page deal with LDAP importing and will not be covered in this video. The third section of this page is for importing users from a file. The Import User function will allow you to build local user groups as a whole by way of XLS, XLSX, CSV, or TXT file types. Now, select a previously created group for these new users, choose your import file, and click Import to upload this group. Please be aware that you must have your group created before importing users. This concludes our video segment on the Users and Groups admin page and its features. If you need any further help after viewing these videos, please feel free to visit our wiki or ivs.help for more solutions.